Okay guys, 36 days until Subaru picnic, so let's get cracking. Alright guys, in this episode we're going to do a lot of fabricating, so wastegate and dump pipe in this episode, and hopefully we can get everything back together. I'm looking at getting some ceramic coating for all the exhaust stuff, so can't find any black at the moment, so I might go like a dark grey. I'm using the flame proof, very high temperature ceramic coating from VHD. We've got to get something sorted, because once I fabricate everything and put it back in, I do not want to be taking it back out. We'll have to get some heat sleeves for the power steering lines and probably for the GT35's oil return, because that goes pretty close to the exhaust and will definitely go a lot closer to the wastegate up pipe to the GT35. So we need to protect them, because we definitely don't want them melting and sending oil and power steering fluid everywhere. So I've got to do a couple of things first. We'll come back, hopefully with the paint, and we'll get stuck into getting the TD05 back on, getting this up pipe exhaust back on, and then we can figure out all the angles for the wastegate to come back up and into here for the GT35. I've also got to mount this wastegate onto here too, so I can bypass the GT35. Always forget about this one. That's going to go in there. It's going to dump down right next to the 3-inch dump pipe too. Well, today didn't go as planned. It's 5:30 now, but let's get stuck into it. We need to put the studs into the back of the turbo and get the turbo back on. Whew, getting there. We are going around the steering at the moment. Alright guys, can you see it? There. I'm actually going to stop with this top section and go to the bottom section, so we know where we need to meet for the V-band, which should be around this area. Alright guys, been going out for an hour and a half or so. We've got the wastegate's dump up pipe thing. Just got this through. This is just tack welded, but we got it to there. I just need to fill in the gap from there to there, if you can see the other pipe. So actually got it up to that 90-degree bend and the V band on there, so I'm pretty happy with that. So I know that'll work. There's a little wiggle room there, which is good. This is probably going to be the hardest bit, getting behind there with some piping. Alright guys, it's 12:15 and I've just tacked up this wastegate pipe, so steering column goes through there. Let's see how I go at getting this into the car. So the wastegate's little up pipe is tacked up as well, and down there, so we're going to snake this in. Hopefully it gets in there quite easy. Alright guys, so I've got it in quite easily, but the V-band isn't 100% lining up. However, I know that there'll be some shrinkage when I weld it, so hopefully that comes up a little bit. We do have the flex joint down in this up pipe here, so hopefully that helps as well. So yeah, it's ready to be fully welded. Fingers crossed guys, I've actually got enough argon to finish it off. Yeah, I'm going to test out some locations for the wastegate for the GT35 now. So I've got 3 bolts in the back of the TD05, which should be fine if we get all the locations correct. Yeah, let's chuck the GT35 back on. Right, got most of everything back on, and we've got some different angles again. This O2 sensor is hard up against the pipe, so easy enough to change this pipe, just to rotate it down a bit. I'm just trying to work out where this wastegate is going to go. It's going to be in line with the exhaust housing there, so something like that. Try to keep it up as high as possible because the out is facing straight down. And it's going to go down there, and it's going to recirculate down to atmosphere down there. So yeah, I'm going to call it a night. It's 1:45, so yeah, hopefully I'll be back tomorrow. Alright guys, it's the next day now. The focus for today is the external wastegate for the GT35. So now you get a Sharpie in and mark a line down the pipe to represent the angle that it's going to be coming out at. Hopefully I can get in there and circle the pipe that is going up to the wastegate too. Alright guys, so I've marked up the little up pipe there to the GT35. I'm going to see if I can take off that pipe and keep it connected to the GT35 while getting the wastegate snaked out from behind the steering. So wish me luck. Alright guys, got it out. Just more than it was a bit awkward because of the weight. But yeah, let's get the wastegate on there. Alright, struggling a bit here. I've had to drill holes all the way around because hole saw is stuck with the 54mm. Got the 38 there, but yeah. And this is 40 gauge too, so it's pretty thick, so these would have struggled. Yeah, just going around smaller, get bigger, that should work, and then I'll smooth it all out. Do that thing in there. Alright guys, so I've got the hole finally done. Probably been a couple of hours working on that. I'm just going to tack this in. So yeah, let's get welding. I can't see. I'm only here welding at night. This is horrible tacking. Oh, probably heard something fall then. That was a nut to keep it in. Someone forgot to clean it. Yeah, I had a nut between the top there and the housing. Now we've got a good space. Probably saw before that I had the fittings in there. Obviously I'm going to be moving them. Sick. So you probably noticed I'm just tacking up everything this episode. It's going to be hours of finish welding, so that'll be throughout the week. Well, that was fun. I was just editing this video and the last few clips had no audio. I have no idea why, but let's redo it. So we've got the wastegate on there, sitting nice and pretty. So pretty much all the wastegates are tacked up now, so we'll do some finish welding throughout the week. We'll most likely run out of argon doing that as well, so probably later in the week we'll actually finish all of that. We need to make sure that the dump pipe lines up, so we'll probably end up redoing some of that and adding the cat in to decrease stinkiness, because we're going to Sakura and it's probably going to be a lot of police and EPA, and it's all JDM modified, so they're going to be out hard. So yeah, I don't want it to smell. Got the cutout, so it's going to be quiet, be all good. But yeah, just redoing this. So if you enjoyed the episode, give us a thumbs up, and if you haven't yet, please consider hitting that subscribe button, and I'll catch you next episode. Bye. Pretty.